Were you ever silly as a kid to say something like, "Hey mom, I want to become a pirate when I grow up"? I mean, we just thought that pirates were a cool thing after Pirates of the Caribbean and the likes dropped in the scene. Besides, the Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise is among the best representations of pirates in fiction as of now. But Disney decided to throw everything down the sink by releasing this ridiculous show which happens to claim that a good pirate never takes another person's property, while stealing shit and also giving it to other people is literally the whole point of piracy. You can go near Somalia's coasts and say that to the pirates there. Gee, I wonder how that'll end. With that being said, we all have committed piracy at one point. Despite having Spotify, I hardly ever use it, since I have a whole collection of downloaded music. Whoops, don't tell that to the FBI. But sometimes you gotta be careful while pirating. All that's better not pirate at all, but I'm broke and too lazy to buy shit. I wasn't the hassle of buying a fucking Google Play gift card to buy Minecraft on my phone. So yeah, fuck it, I'm pirating. On YouTube, there's this trend of anti-piracy screens. It isn't just limited to games, but also TV shows, television networks, and even YouTube channels. I've watched several of these videos and it's all the same thing with different hosts, kinda like Pop Idol and hundreds of other versions, based on the country it's made for. But there's something fishy like a silverfish about these screens. They're scary. Like, they're legitimately scaring you for committing piracy. If you don't obey their orders, you're fucked. All of them are like this. But why? Where did this come from? And how did it become popular? Although most of them are intended to be fake, there are actual anti-piracy screens on video games intended to punish people for piracy, many of which were unsettling and eerie. That's probably why many of these fan-made anti-piracy screens are made to be scary. Real anti-piracy screens back then would just tell you that pirating is a serious crime and refer to the game instruction booklets. Despite this, kids nowadays decided to turn the anti-piracy measure into an analog horror thing. Analog horror is quite an interesting thing in my opinion. I've seen many analog horror videos, which I find not scary, but rather fascinating. Would prefer those to horror movies any day. Don't know why, but they just bore the shit out of me. Back to anti-piracy measures in video games. Nowadays, video games would just punish you in multiple creative ways, ranging from shaming you, deleting your game files, to literal fucking jump scares. Hey yo, am I playing Five Nights at Freddy's? Why is there a jump scare out of nowhere? Maybe that's where they got the analog horror aesthetic of fan-made anti-piracy screens from. Although to be frank, they actually originated from two fan-made Mario anti-piracy screens uploaded in 2020. Some of the comments from many of these videos may either be role-playing by making up false memories, or are actually remembering falsely. Now, anti-piracy measures are never supposed to scare people to the point they'll shit their pants, but small YouTubers didn't give a shit anyway and incorporated anti-piracy with analog horror. Like I said, this hasn't spread only across video games, but also television networks for some reason. In the case of cable channels, pirating might be possible by using unauthorized satellite dishes, although in many cases, what you'll receive is most likely a scrambled screen. However, in the case of PBS Kids, which is an over-the-air television network, not even requiring you to pay to watch it, even if the screens are fake, it wouldn't make any sense to create an anti-piracy screen for it, since you're technically not pirating the network. Some of the screens also stated that the programs being transmitted were unauthorized as the license was expired and the station had been operating illegally for a long time. Just imagine if that was actually happening with a public television network in the United States. The FCC would go fucking full-on beast mode. Not just that, over in Finland, aka Nokia land, there's a television network called MTV3, nothing to do with the MTV we know, which is one of the oldest commercial television broadcasters, not just in Europe, but the world, operating since the late 1950s. There's an anti-piracy screen for that, which is just a copy-paste of the baby first one. Would hate to go CinemaSins mode here, but the MTV ident, again not the one that used to play music, which was what it was made for in the first place, playing in the beginning, is the one used in the 1970s. And at the end, we see a digital no-signal screen. Historical inaccuracy aside, MTV wasn't even a full-fledged television network at the time. Prior to 1993, it leased time slots from two networks owned by the Finnish public broadcaster Yleisradio. So technically, in this case, you're not just pirating MTV, you're also pirating Yle. Pretty cool to hear. Besides, for kids networks like PBS Kids, Nickelodeon, and even ones for infants such as Baby First, shit like this would not only traumatize children, but you're definitely not getting away with it as the FCC will fuck you up. It's also absurd that anti-piracy screens for television networks are suggesting you turn off the TV, like that'll fucking do anything. And then, when the screen goes black, what the hell is the viewer trying to do? Change the channel? Is the supposed pirated network a virus that controls the whole TV? Video games? I understand. But with TV networks, as well as shows, it's just absurd. It even made its way to online platforms, such as YouTube. Like, how the fuck do you pirate YouTube? It's not even a torrent website or anything. Then there are anti-piracy screens for Plain Rock 124. Oh god. Next time, I wouldn't be surprised to see a fucking anti-piracy screen for a Samsung smart fridge. Although this trend is pretty much dead nowadays, being at its peak during the pandemic era, it's still really fucking crazy in my opinion. I wouldn't say shady to all of them, although some are. I'm really sorry to the creators. To be frank, many of them are really creative and feel realistic, although obviously they aren't. Kinda like how the Tsukihime anime isn't real, although I wish it was. Can we beg Ufotable for that? Many of these fan-made screens, being kind of creative, are made using KineMaster. That's why it's better to buy it, cause you don't want to make it obvious, do you? I generally find watermarks annoying. Whenever I see one, my blood boils so fast it becomes lava, and then I transform into a rock as it starts to cool down. Unlike with the case of EAS alarms though, I find anti-piracy screens to be cool. I'm not necessarily afraid of them, but I still kind of find them disturbing. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to my lair to think about more video ideas to keep the channel afloat.
It seems like you are viewing an unauthorized video from the Landscape YouTube channel. Piracy is a serious crime. Please leave this video.
Hold on a second, this is a false alarm. You're watching the real deal. Besides, what is there to pirate from this shitty YouTube channel? Besides, that's all for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I have the opportunity to do so. Peace.